Hey guys, can you hear me okay? Operator, I'm glad to see you in here because I saw you in a stream a while ago asking me what this particular shirt said, and I missed that comment. So since you're in here, this is that shirt when you asked me that day. 5 things that you don't mess with: family, faith, friends, flag, and firearms. So I'm glad to see you in here so I could actually show you that. I've been meaning to tell you that. As you guys can see, I am not at home. I am not in my own little personal studio. I actually took a trip to the Palmetto State Armory this weekend, and I am beat. I am so tired. Let me say hello to some people here. I saw Joe in here. Coffee first, operator. Obviously, I saw you. Um, let's see, Jeep Girl, and is that everybody? I don't think there's going to be a lot of people in here this time because this is not my normal time, but that is okay. That's okay. I'm going to tell you guys, I went to the Palmetto State Armory's 2023 gathering. And if you guys have not went to a Palmetto State gathering, it's an annual event where a lot of different companies come together. It's a very pro 2A event. So a lot of different companies come together that make different guns and different silencers and scopes and knives and so forth. They get together and you can actually try out the guns, the scopes, the silencers. I shot so many guns. I've got so much footage that I've got to edit and upload for you guys. I have to balance out the volume because there was so much. If you saw my little 30-second short with all the firearms going off around me, you got to see how crazy it is. It sounds like a war zone there all day. And we got there at around 10 o'clock in the morning the last 2 days. And yesterday we stayed until about 5 o'clock. Today we stayed till about 4 o'clock. And it was a war zone all day. I mean, you have everything going off. We tried to go to the 1 mile, what is it called? 1 mile?
Mile range.
1 mile range. Unfortunately, you had to buy a ticket for that range if you wanted to shoot there. And the reason why is because you got 2 bullets. And if you shot the target at the end of 1 mile, you got to keep the casing and you got to keep, they gave you a challenge coin because it is very rare for somebody to hit that target. They were all sold out of tickets. I didn't know you had to buy it ahead of time. So we did not get to shoot at that range, but I did get a little bit of footage there that I'll edit for you guys and I will upload. Hi, Virginia. Okay, so operator, we actually are going to make this an annual event. So if you make it next year, we're going to be there next year. It was cool to be able to meet all the different vendors, meet some of the CEOs or the owners of the companies. Red Scout, hello. We got to shoot, oh my gosh, and everything from a 22. You guys, I shot my first fully automatic gun today, and it was so awesome. It was so funny seeing the guys' faces when little old me actually still stood up. You know, I didn't get knocked over by this thing. They were pretty shocked. I was pretty proud of myself. I did a couple of interviews for you guys for Taurus and a local company. I'm fully going to support. You guys know that I'm a huge advocate for SOG. I love SOG knives. I love how they're made. I love how they're balanced. But I actually went home today with a knife from a smaller company. And you know that I like the local companies. I like to support the smaller companies, especially ones that I think are really a great product or a great service. And this one is called Stroop. Why are you laughing at me? Yeah. Okay, so this I bought this today, and I have a whole interview on how they make these knives, but I wanted something that I could carry discreetly. And because I have such small hands, I needed something that's smaller. And because I have a small body frame, I need something on the smaller size that I can conceal. It's very, very hard for me to conceal anything. I have to be very careful with my placement. But I really enjoyed this. I really liked how this was built. I like how they made it. I love the process, how much care that they put in it, and love that they put in it, and the quality of it. I also like that the standard belt clip on it is not something that is just going to fall off. And I'm not affiliated with this company at all, you guys. I bought their product because I really, really liked it a lot. It has a little, you'll see this in the video too, but I'll show you now because I'm really proud of my new toy. But it has this little locking latch here. I don't know if you can see this, hopefully. And I'm sorry the lighting is terrible, but I have to deal with what I have here. So it has this little locking mechanism here. And then it has this squeeze bit that you squeeze and you open and you can latch it on your belt. And then these little parts here, you can actually adjust to your belt size. So if you have the tendency to wear a thinner belt, you can detach these and move them up and down as needed. I wear the wider belts because obviously I carry, so I want something that's going to hold that weight. So this is perfect for me. It's small enough. So this is a tiny little thing, and they hand make all of these, and they have a lifetime warranty. So if by chance you have any problem, you contact them, and they will either fix it or they will replace it. And then I also really like that the sheath is built to every single knife. So it's not just a one size fits all. It actually is molded to that particular knife that they just made, and it fits tightly. You know, it's not just going to fall out. It's in there good. They have different sizes and different styles, but this particular one is the one that I picked, and I thought it was amazing. So once I upload that video with the interview that I did with that gentleman, I will give you the website for that. If you want it now, I think it is. Oh, I just dumped all the stickers they gave me. Stroopknives.com. Stroopknives.com, you guys. So hopefully it's, yeah, there you go. Can you see it? STROUPKNIVES.com. And I recommend you guys check them out. They are a business that has been in business for a couple years. They are veteran owned, veteran operated, and they put a lot of care in their product. And I really like that. It's not just a cookie cutter product. My knife is going to be the only one that is exactly like that, that particular, you know, style.
Batch of 6.
No, batch of 8. They make 8 of these knives at a time. But they'll have all that information once I get this video up. But they do make 8 at a time. It's not just a huge plant that just pushes these things out. They put a lot of care into them, and if they're not right, they scrap them and they start over, which I think is great. The other thing I got, which you guys will probably laugh at me, but I don't care. I'm a girl, and I get kind of the girly shirts sometimes, even though I do wear the tomboyish shirts. But I had to get this shirt because I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and it's more on the girl side. But I'm sure some of you will actually think this is pretty cool. Stay strapped or get clapped, said Pooh. This was from 9line Apparel. I don't know if you all know who 9line is. They're pretty popular down here. I don't know if they're worldwide popular, but they had a little table there, and I wanted another shirt as well. I was going to get 2 of them, but the other one, they were out of my size. But I at least got the one, and it's kind of a girly shirt that basically says, I'm a girl, but I'm a badass, so don't mess with me. So it was kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about that. But those are the only two things that I actually really purchased and walked away with. I got a whole bunch. Oh no, I did get a couple patches. Um, because I want to start a patch collection. You guys know I have that blank spot on the wall behind me in my studio, and I'm thinking actually about starting a patch collection. So I want to put like Hudson's up there, Livingston's up there, a couple of them that I picked up today. And as I get some from people, if they send me patches, I want to put them up there and really give them, you know, a light, a spotlight, because they make a statement, and I think it's great. Um, but yesterday, when we got there yesterday, I couldn't wear my sweatshirt. I left it in the car. Um, but I bought number 2 of my own sweatshirts. I don't know if you guys watched Hudson Valley, but he actually I started a merch store, you guys, and I only have a couple of things on there, and I didn't want to tell anyone, but Mike found out, and he purchased my number 1 sweatshirt. I had not even gotten as far as ordering my own items yet because it was so new. I don't even know how he found out that quick. But he got number 1. I got number 2, so I could wear it here. And yesterday I wanted to wear it, but it was 80 degrees here. It was so hot. There was no way I was going to wear a sweatshirt. But I did get to wear it today. We went today. It was pouring rain, but it felt really good after yesterday's 80-degree weather to cool off today. But then come 4 o'clock, it got 80 degrees again. But the event this year for Palmetto State Armory, I want to say it was like $70 a ticket, which really isn't bad for a 2-day event. And tons of drawings. We entered a couple of drawings. One of them, I wanted to tell you about, and Legion 25 of American Legion. They were doing a drawing of, I want to say they're giving away, what was it, 200? I think they're giving away around 200 guns.
We just bought one.
Hey, Lee. I think American Legion 25 here is giving away 200 guns. They're doing a drawing for 200 guns, and I'd have to get the information. I don't have it right here, but it's like one a week through August or something. And the raffle, you buy a raffle ticket. The raffle ticket is $25, and it entered us into every single one of these drawings through August. But the cool thing was, all the money that they collect, actually, they go back and they give it back to kids that are homeless or in shelters and so forth around Christmas. So they collect a good bit, and I have all the numbers. Let me see here. It was amazing what they did. Just last year, I wanted to fully support it, and I wanted to let you guys know in case you wanted to be a part of it as well. Okay, so last year, American Legion 25 sent $61,000 to kids. They collected $61,000 to kids, and then 11,000 to ramps. Collected over 3,000 for kids. Where was it? I messed up my notes, you guys. And then 107,000 for the local community, which is in Florence here. So American Legion 25 is for Florence, South Carolina. But if you support, I'm sure if this American Legion is doing this, I'm sure your local American Legion does it. This one is for Florence, South Carolina. And $107,000 went back to the community last year to include the local law enforcement agencies, which I thought was just absolutely amazing, because I know that they're struggling. They're getting a lot of hate from the public because of the mainstream. Fed Up, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Virginia Fuzzy, hello, welcome you guys. But if you want to support the American Legion and you don't want to support here local, which is American Legion 25, their website is laurens25.org, which is LAURENS, the number 25.org. Anything that you donate will go back to the kids, and I'm not sure if you can get in on that drawing, but it's definitely worth poking around and finding out. But if you don't want to support here local where I am in this state, definitely check out the state that you're in, the American Legions where you are, because I think it's just a great thing for them to help the kids that are in shelters or are disabled, or just their parents just can't afford Christmas, and they go out and they do that, and then anything extra after they help these kids, they help the community, they help the law enforcement, and that's just a great thing that they're doing to, just help in general. And I'm always talking about helping each other, being a community, connecting. So to find out they did that, whether we win or not, we know that our combined $50 is going to go towards giving a child Christmas, or going towards possibly a law enforcement agency getting new equipment that they didn't get budgeted for to help keep the community safe. So either way, our money is going back into the community, which I think is just a great thing. It really made me happy to find that out. And I do have more information on them, but I don't have it right here. It just happens to be the notes that I could share were on my phone. Some of the vendors that were there this weekend, there were so many, were, of course, Palmetto State Armory. There was Taurus there, and I'm so tired, you guys, from walking. Oh, gosh.
IWI.
Do what?
IWI.
Oh, IWI.
H&K.
H&K. What was the one that we stopped by that I also, with Josh? Do you remember?
That was Wilder Tactical.
Who?
Wilder.
Oh, yeah, Wilder Tactical. We spent a good probably 45 minutes sitting talking to Josh from Wilder Tactical. He had some really amazing stuff, some great holsters and tactical belts and holders for tourniquets that you can attach to your MOLLE bag. And he was just such a great down-to-earth guy, and we shared a lot of information, and I'm hoping that his wife gets a hold of me, because she's thinking about starting a YouTube channel for homesteading, and I think that'd be great. I could get her in reach, connected with other homesteaders, because it's just an amazing thing. We have such an amazing community, and I was telling him that our community is so supportive of each other. Unlike other channels, there's most of the other niches are really cutthroat, but our prepping and survival homesteading channels, we are one huge family. We support each other. We help each other. We just are a great family, and I'm really grateful for that. And I expressed how awesome our community is, and encouraged him to have his wife start a channel, because it'd be awesome to be able to introduce her to other community members and get out so she can teach and help and reach. And it's all about teaching each other and helping each other. Old Mutt, I'm glad you're in here too, because I actually took a couple pictures where we are staying of some what looked like would have been one of your little hideouts in the ground. So I'm actually going to post these on the community tab with hashtag Old Mutt's Kids, so that you can see what we found in the area that we are staying. We decided not to stay in a hotel. We did get a VRBO because the Palmetto gathering was actually in a neighborhood that was not that great. There was only one hotel left. And I did not want to take the chance of ending up in a really crappy hotel. So we were grateful enough to find this place, which was the same price as the hotel, but this is actually basically a mini apartment attached to someone's house. But this family is so amazing and so great and so gracious. They have 110 acres here. Literally, the door that we walk out of, our front door, is right on a river. It is beautiful. I went out there yesterday. My feet hurt so bad, and I put my feet in this ice cold water to take the pain away and make the swelling go down and just cool off because of how hot it was. She has an array of bunnies here because she breeds bunnies, and I've gone every day to go show these bunnies some love. She has a little area of brand new bunnies. I did not know bunnies were born with no hair. They are so tiny. They're itty bitty little things, and they're so sweet, and they just want to. They're curious, so they want to sniff you out. They want to know who you are, and then they want to kind of nestle into your hand or into you. They're so loving. And then they have kayaks here. They allowed us to use their kayaks. I've got a new accent. Their kayaks for free. They put some swings out over the river for us if we wanted to go out there today. They knew we were going to do a lot of walking today. They knew we did a lot of walking yesterday. So they put some swings out over the river. So if we wanted to literally sit in like a hammock swing, the chair swings over the river and stick our feet in the running river. You guys, I'm so tired. Over the river and stick our feet in the water. We had that option today. We met them yesterday on the trail. They have a 1.5-mile trail around their property. So we actually ran into them yesterday. They were coming back to their home as we were going out after our long day yesterday to unwind. And this has really just been an amazing getaway, even though we're in the same state. Just being here for 2 days, honest to God, it feels like I have been away for 4 days from home and from work. It is that calming, and I can just unwind. I love nature in general. I love being out in the woods and the trails. So coming out here we've been here, this is our second day. It feels like I've been here 4 days already just by how much I've been able to relax being here. So we definitely will come back to this property again. There's not a whole lot of restaurants where we are. It's a very small town. We didn't stay where the gathering is. We are about 20 miles out. But this town is so tiny. They have an old downtown where it's got about 4 restaurants and a bunch of little boutiques, which I think is adorable. And we prefer the hole-in-the-wall restaurants because they're super friendly, and they have great food. So we frequent, we support local businesses. We'd rather go to the local businesses and keep the mom and pop places open than go to McDonald's. Although we like McDonald's once in a blue moon, we'd rather go to the local, hole-in-the-wall restaurants. I recommend it. It's just amazing all the way around. Let me see. Do you guys have any questions? Did you answer, Lee, honey?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that asked.
Hi, DeKraken. Welcome. I'm trying to scan a little bit back to see if I missed any questions. Fed up, I am not. I will not be attending any of those particular bug outs.
No, thanks, Captain.
Did you go barefoot and walk on the ground? I did.
In the water.
And I went right into the water. So it's kind of cool because this river has a lot of flat rocks. It was like woods and then a little bit of beach and then flat rocks and then water. So I took my shoes and my socks off and I went right across and right into that water and just sat on the flat rock. with my feet in the water and just, I mean, I sat there for probably a good 10, 15 minutes just being a part of nature, and just really, I felt like I just melted right into it. I did take some video of the water. I took a couple pictures of my feet in the water, but I don't think I'm going to share those. But I will share the water, the river going by, and just how beautiful it was. This used to be an old mill. Do you remember what kind of mill it was here, this property? He's going to look because our guest, yeah, the property owners left us a guest book. There's actually history here. It used to be an old mill on this property. So as we were walking the trail, there was still brick pieces of the mill that were still left over, even though the mill was gone. I know that the mill provided electricity for this town, or for this area, but there's still, little pieces of history. There's still pieces in the water. There's still pieces on the side of the bank.
From the early 1900s.
Yep, the mill was from the early 1900s, and it's just really cool to be able to walk around and see those little bits of history still here. What kind of machine gun did you shoot? AR or AK? What was it called? My husband knows. I don't know the name of all the guns. I just know how to shoot them.
You shot an AR. You shot an MP5.
An AR, an MP5.
Did you shoot the AK?
I shot so many guns, I don't even remember.
I shot a suppressed AK.
A suppressed AK.
And
I know a couple of 22s, which,
mm-hmm.
If y'all ever seen a suppressed 22, it is the funniest thing ever. It is literally, if you have a 22 that's suppressed, it's like, it's so cute. And I hope you guys heard that and don't laugh at me, but literally that's what it's like. You don't even, it's hilarious. But I was cracking up. I had to watch it for a good bit of time because I thought it was funny, the little noise it made.
Suppressed 308.
Suppressed 308.
And then a couple of suppressed 9mm pistols.
Yeah, suppressed 9s. And then the one that wasn't suppressed that you had tried, and the
red dot.
Yeah, the scope fell off. The red dot fell off as he was shooting. Okay, so let me tell you this gun. I'm not going to share this video either because the guy made me mad.
Sergeant Deacon.
Who?
Sergeant Deacon.
Hey, Sergeant Deacon. It went. Hey, Leslie. Hey, honey. I miss you guys.
Filipino boy.
And Filipino boy suppressed. Yes. MP5. Yeah, you should be jealous. I shot an MP5. I know you're jealous. Oh, now I lost my train of thought because I had to do the pew again.
Red dot.
Oh, okay. So we went to go shoot this 9, and I was telling the guy that I don't use red dot. So this was really my first time using, actually it was my first time using a red dot on a pistol. And I was trying to tell the guy, I don't use a red dot. I'm not really super familiar with red dot. And I'm looking at purchasing a new 9. I currently use a 380, and I'm familiar with a 22. And I was trying to ask the guy information about the red dot because I'm not familiar with the red dot on the pistol. And where he was like, well, just aim for the torso. And I was like, I am, and it's not hitting it. Well, the guy basically talked to me like I was kind of dumb and told me, well, maybe I should go to a 22 to be, till I was comfortable with guns. And he kind of pissed me off. Well, guess what? My husband went and shot the same gun, exactly the same gun, after I did, and the red dot fell off. It was loose. It was not attached. So that guy can kiss my ass because it was not me. Anyway. Yeah, so my husband's like, I broke it. Now I have to buy it. And I was like, no, nice try. We are not buying a new red dot. So, yeah, it fell off. It wasn't me, even though the guy thought it was me. And whatever. So then we went down the way and we shot the bigger guns, and I did just fine. There was a whole lot of tings. Since you guys like the sound effects, a whole lot of yeah, ting. So that was cool. But yeah, so maybe I just need the bigger guns that aren't broken sights, basically. Anyways, I'm not doing the pew again if I pass gas.
Virginia.
He likes my pew. Pew.
Virginia asked the question.
Oh, well, Virginia, you are actually going to laugh. There was 10 rounds in it.
Mm-hmm.
So there was 10 rounds, and I'm going to upload this video. You guys are going to crack up, but I'll tell you about it since you are kind enough to be here with me. So I emptied half of it. Because I'm not familiar with the scopes either. I don't use scopes, you guys. I just use the regular sights on a gun that are built in. I don't use scopes. I don't use red dots, and I do very well. So when I'm introduced to these, scopes and so forth, I wasn't familiar, and I asked the guy. There was a scope on it, and I asked the guy because I saw the scope and I saw the regular, belt built in, and the iron sights. Thank you. You guys, I don't know the right words. I make up my own words. If you watch my videos, I make up my own words. But I asked them, I said, do I look up here or do I look down here? And they didn't answer me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to I'm going to empty half of it on the scope, and I'm going to answer half of it on the iron sights. So I did. So I stopped halfway. I pulled it enough to shoot about half of it through the scope. And then I adjusted and I shot what I thought was the other half with the iron sights. And then I literally told them, I think I'm out. And they kind of stood there. And so I was like, okay. So I pulled it. I had one bullet. I had shot them all until I had one bullet. And I stopped when I had one bullet left, one round left in the chamber. So it was kind of funny. I shot the last one and they're like, now you're out. I was like, okay, cool. But that's a video that I want to edit and share with you guys. I'm trying to adjust the volumes because there's so much shooting going on around me. You can't hear a lot of the words. So I'm going to try to adjust that so you can hear what we're saying. But it was kind of funny. I didn't actually empty them all out. In one, I was controlled enough where I could stop it in the middle and then apparently stop it without realizing it when I had one round left in the chamber. So it was pretty cool. Thank you, Filipino boy. I fired an M60 from a chopper, a lot of rounds. Yeah, I haven't had that experience, Sergeant Deacon. Chances are I probably won't get that experience either. But I'll take your word for it. I bet that's pretty awesome. Oh, something else I'm going to tell you guys. One thing I really enjoyed going to this event, when it came to the higher caliber guns or the fully automatic guns, you men are hilarious after you shoot one of those. I was standing in line. We had to wait like 30 minutes minimum in the lines to shoot each gun. And as I'm watching all these people in front of me, I told my husband the testosterone in that line is hilarious. You guys are so funny. It would be 10 rounds gone in 2 seconds instantly. And almost every single guy in front of us, after they emptied out those 10 rounds, they were like, "Hurr!" I was like, okay, you guys, really? That's serious testosterone. But it cracked me up, almost every guy, except for the guys that didn't do it often. The ones that didn't do it often were like, whew, like they were just, oh my goodness. But the guys that shot often but didn't shoot that particular gun often, every one of them were just like, like muscles, I'm man. And I actually started chanting at my husband's ear. I was like, men, 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 men. It cracked me up. So y'all are hilarious. I don't ever want to hear anything about how women do stuff, because if you guys stand back and watch yourselves when it comes to things like that, you made me laugh for 30 minutes. It made the 30-minute wait in line so much shorter, just cracking up at the people in front of me. I don't want that experience. I don't want that experience in that circumstance, but I would love to be a female with that ability to have that much power in my hands, so that I can be like you men, instead of be like, I'll be like, hey. So, yeah. But I don't want to shoot people with that, but I get what you're saying. Whew, yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot. Honey, have you shot one of those? You have? Did you go, after you? The story is, guys, oh, you know what, Aqua? Yeah, the story, can I pop that? Oh, yeah, I can. The story is, guys get excited shooting weapons when they don't have one of their own. So let me tell you guys why Aqua does not have one of his own is because he lives in Ireland, across the waters where they cannot have them. So I would love to see the Aqua Adventurer have that much power in his hands. I bet he would definitely be one that would turn into the Hulk after he empties a magazine. Yeah, you guys, you men. Not, I don't know if all of you, I'm telling you, there was two types of men I saw today. I saw two types of men. The men that were seriously emptied the magazine and was like, huh, I am Hulk, I am man. And then there was the other ones that were not as manly, and they were just like, whew, like I literally was waiting for some of them to be like, seriously. That was the two types of guys that I saw today. And the children actually did really well. I recorded some children. I don't know if I could show that on YouTube, but the kids, they had kids there at this event, and some of those kids were shooting some freaking guns that were amazing for those kids to be shooting. And the one kid, what was that one that he hit the target every time? He must have been 9 years old.
That was a 308.
Was it a 308 that he was sitting down? Okay, so the little boy, he was a little boy, he was like 8 years old, and you could see he was so nervous. Like he had to stop a couple times because his nerves got to him. He hit the target every single time. It was so great. I'm so glad I got that on video. But his mom encouraged him, and it was just awesome to see parents have their kids there, have them familiar, have them experience and not be afraid, teach them. I think that's awesome. That's what they should do. Kids should not be afraid of guns. They should learn how to use them, because it's not guns that kill people, it's people that kill people. And if you teach children at a young age the proper way to use them, the proper safety techniques, chances are you won't have a problem. So it was really great to see little girls and little boys at this event. Definitely. You like my sound effects, Sergeant Deacon? How would I be? Let's see. After I shot it, honestly, I wanted to be like, because in this video, the guys in the M50, I really need to learn the names. I need to do better.
There was a lot of them.
The one where both of them were like, I'm going to hold your shoulder.
Oh, that wasn't.
He can't remember either. See, we're beat. We walked a lot in heat today and yesterday. Well, whatever the fully automatic was. That was an M50.
No, the MP5.
MP5. Thank you. I knew there was an M and a 5. I just missed the P. So the MP5, when I went up there, it was funny because both guys were like, I'm going to hold your shoulder. And I was like, okay. And then I held my own, and it was cool because they like the looks on their faces they were impressed that, you know, I'm this little 5'4" girl, and I was still standing after I emptied it. So that was pretty cool. That made me feel good to shock and awe them. Now, if I hit the target or not, honestly, I don't know. You'd have to ask my husband. I really honestly don't know. I was just happy I was still standing. Being my first time shooting one, that was cool. And then, oh, you guys will laugh too. I have another one. I'll probably have to share that one too, just for a laugh. It was the other one that I shot for the first time that he told me to hit the top. What was that? Or he told me just hit the top really hard.
That was that. Oh.
No, that was a different one.
Yeah, it had the same charging handle.
Okay, so
MP40.
So that was the first one I shot though, before the fully automatic. So they're explaining to me, you know, here's the safety, because of course it's different than a normal rifle. And I was following the directions, you guys, like to a T. And the guy told me, when you're ready, just hit the top. Sorry. Just hit the top of it really hard. He didn't tell me that like there was a lever I had to hit. So I lined it up, took off my safety, and I went, boom. And he's like, no, you have to, there's the lever, hit the lever. So I'm like, oh, you didn't say that. You told me to hit the top of the guns. It was so funny. I hit the top of it. But then when he told me, I was like, okay, I didn't really have to hit it that hard. But if you guys would have saw it, I have that video too. It was hilarious. He was laughing. I was laughing. I was like, I did what you told me to do. You told me to hit the top of it. So I did. But it was an awesome experience. It was funny. There was a lot of, I'm going to say they're bloopers, but they were legitimate things that I was following directions, and the directions weren't exactly clear. So it was cool. Hi, Black Guns and Gardens. Welcome. You missed some of my funny stories. You'll have to go back and watch. You will laugh. And my sound effects. Greenleaf, hello. I had a lot of sound effects and a lot of funny things that happened. But I did get to share a little bit about the event that I went to this weekend, and I'm beat. Oh, I'm sunburned too. I'm so glad you guys can't really tell with this lighting. I got sunburned pretty bad too. My face hurts. But I did buy a new knife, and I did buy an awesome t-shirt, and I got some cool information on some companies and some cool interviews with a couple companies that I thought were really amazing. That I'm going to share their interviews, and I got some awesome patches, and I got some patches for some friends and family that I'm going to be sending out, and I got to network. Oh, and I met Black Rambo. I don't know if y'all knew who he is. Black Rambo was there. He is hilarious. He was there. I met him. I met, what was the other one's name? Do you remember?
Legally Armed America.
Legally Armed America, I got to meet. And then the gentleman, was it the Texas shooting?
Texas?
Was it the church in Texas?
Oh, he stuck the active shooter at a church in Texas.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, there was a while back an active shooter in Texas, and the civilian that took out the active shooter in Texas, he was there, so I got to meet him. And what is it, GOA was there. GOA was there, which was really cool. They were really awesome too. There was just an awesome amount of people here, and just some cool other channels. There was also a canine trainer there. They were going to let me take home a fully trained, beautiful Rottweiler. But unfortunately, if I would have had $3,300, I would have took this dog home because he was the sweetest, biggest baby, but he had advanced training already. And someone had purchased this dog, and unfortunately, after or almost to the completion of this dog's training, the person who had purchased the dog and the training ended up finding out that he was terminally ill. So he didn't think it was fair to take this dog on just to have this dog be, an orphan after, not very long. So he decided, he told the trainer that he just didn't think it was fair and he couldn't take it on, and to please find this dog a really good home. Well, we could have been the good home today. He was willing to literally let this dog come home with us because this dog really liked us a lot. But yeah, I don't have $3,300 to just drop on a dog. But I will upload pictures of this dog too on the channel. His name was Zeus, full-blooded Rottweiler, advanced training, beautiful dog. Big old blockhead, gorgeous. But I wish I could have taken him home, but I couldn't. So hopefully, I'm praying he finds a good home, because he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. He was gorgeous, though. Eric Pratt, honey. He said, "Did you meet Eric Pratt? Was he there?" I didn't see him there. No. No. I did meet well, I'll share it in another video, but there was a couple of ladies that had a emblem. They're a new channel. I'll have to get it up, but they're a new channel that I've started. It's by women for personal security. They do a lot of gun education, and they are out of Augusta, Georgia. But I actually fell in love with their logo because their logo is actually along the same lines as mine. So I tracked them down. We walked the whole area forward and back to find these awesome ladies. And another vendor had said they left already. Well, it just so happens that we were meant to meet because while I was at another table, they walked up and we met and we exchanged numbers. And I'll get their information up over the next few days. You guys look out for all this information I'm trying to spit out to you guys. There's so much more. But I have websites and channels that I want to share, and information, and just really good, solid people. I only really interview people that I truly support what they're doing. And then I've got lots of footage of either myself shooting or other people shooting, and some products and so forth. Yardbirds, can you see my sunburn? I need to get aloe on my skin, and oddly enough, that's funny. I forgot to add how good aloe is for sunburns in my aloe video. After I completed it, I was like, oh, I should have put more information on that. But I do need some. My face hurts. My face really hurts. I'm sure it's killing you guys too. I love Mastiffs. That's one of my favorite dogs, Sergeant Deacon. I used to have a Mastiff Lab mixed. He passed away a couple years ago. His name was Apollo, and he was one of my favorite dogs ever. He was like 15 years old. He lived a great life, but he was my baby. I miss him. I want a new Mastiff, but let's see. Women on Targets here in New York. I have to check them out. Do they have a channel, I'm assuming, or is it just a company down there, or up there, down there? Ryan Kleckner. That doesn't sound familiar, Lee. That doesn't sound familiar. It was a lot of pass and go for a good bit of people. I did meet an amazing lady named Leslie with an animal rescue here locally, and just so many people. There was so many people, you guys. I was surprised to see how many people showed up with all the rain today. But we got like 5 minutes. I didn't even plan to be on here for an hour. I was just going to pop in and give you guys a quick briefing, but man, that hour went quick. Yes, I love Mastiffs. Gentle, gentle giants. They're amazing. Good family dogs. A lot of dogs they think are dangerous are actually great family dogs. They really attach to families. A lot of those dogs have bad reps, like Dobermans and pit bulls, Mastiffs. They have bad reps. It's all in how you train them. They become great family protectors. They attach to the family and they will put their lives, in between danger to protect their families. All of those dogs, they're great dogs. Don't let anyone fool you. Don't be scared of dogs just because the public says they're terrible, vicious, whatever. It's all in how you train them and how you treat them. They're great. But any more questions, you guys? I gave a good bit more information than I thought I would.
Stephen Williford was the
That's cool, Yardbirds. Yeah, I actually brought one of my salves, so I will put that on tonight to help. One of my calendula and coconut oil salves is going on this tonight to help bring the inflammation down. I'm sorry, honey, what?
Stephen Williford was the guy, the citizen that stuffed the active shooter with his.
Yeah, Stephen Williford in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you guys know who Stephen Williford is, he was there. We got to meet him, shake his hand. That was really awesome. No, I didn't. He wasn't there that I saw anyway, that we saw. Yeah, you guys, I've got lots and lots of footage to go through. I'm going to edit some of the things out and try to get these out probably this week or next week. I'm surprised I actually have okay Wi-Fi here. They were kind enough to leave it on for me to be able to do this with you guys. But I'll try to get these videos edited and adjusted so you can hear the speaking a little bit better and more clear. But it's going to take me some time. Yeah, great dog. You've had a good run of dogs then, Sergeant Deacon. Great choices. Great choices. So, I don't have anything else to say, really, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to, what's today? I'm going to try to get my Monday reading up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because tomorrow's going to be a drive back home. So I won't be able to do any editing or recording tomorrow, obviously. So I don't know if my Monday video will be up. And I will try to get another Thursday put together. I haven't decided which herb I'm going to do for Thursday. For you guys, I try to throw some familiar herbs in there, but I also want to throw some unfamiliar herbs in there so that you all expand your knowledge and possibly your herbal medicinal pantry, because there's a lot of herbs out there that people are not familiar with. So I'm trying to kind of mix it up a little bit. I don't want to scare anyone away with herbs that they're not familiar with, though. But there's a lot of them out there. And then I will be back on Saturday. If I don't get my video up on Monday, you guys, I'll try to get it up during the week, because I know that people need those encouragement, those psalms right now with everything. I'll try to get the rest of the editing. I got a lot of work ahead of me as far as editing. Thank you for being here. I didn't plan on being here for an hour, so thank you for listening to my kooky sound effects. and my funny stories, and laugh with me, and patience with me for not knowing a lot of what the different guns are called, because I did get to shoot some of them for the very first time this weekend. And Fed Up, thank you so much for your donation. I absolutely appreciate it. I'm appreciative of you even just being here. That means a lot to me, you guys. To sit here with me and listen and laugh with me and learn with me. And, you guys are great. You're the extended family. And I guess that's really it. Stay safe and stay alert and love each other and be kind to each other. Keep your focus on God, not on distractions. And love you guys. So y'all have a good night.